Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. And for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my Oliver, and we are so happy you stopped by as well. Today I am participating in a brand new challenge that I've never participated in before, and it's called the Look for Less Challenge, and I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's inspiration piece number 1. So for this piece, I used this chicken wire that I got from Dollar Tree, some jute rope from Dollar Tree, and then there's 4 8x10 canvases from Dollar Tree and 4 6x8 canvases from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by removing all the staples from the back of those canvases. I am using a little pick to kind of get them up a little bit, and then my staple remover, and then a few times I had to use my needle nose pliers to pull them out. But once I got all of them out, which was not fun, it took a lot of time. I used my spackle because that wood was really soft and it had a lot of indentions in it, so I'm just going around and spackling all those areas. Then I'm just using my little finger sander I got from Amazon, and I am just sanding down all of that spackling. And then after that was done, I am going to use my antique wax by Waverly, and I am brushing it all on my frames there, and I'm doing the front, the back, the sides, everything, and then I just use a baby wipe to just kind of wipe off the excess. After that is done, I'm going to take my chicken wire and I cut them all down to size, and then I'm just using my stapler there to staple it all on. I started with the corners and then did areas on the sides. And you just want to make sure you stretch that chicken wire when you do that. And then here I'm just cutting off any excess little pieces so that it wasn't hanging over the sides. Then I took some wood glue and some hot glue, and I am going to put those together. Now when I put that together, I did kind of have to hold it in place for a little bit because the chicken wire was kind of in the way and making it not want to stick. So I just had to hold it down for a few minutes to get them to really adhere. And I'm just creating like a box. And this process was pretty easy. It was just very time consuming with removing all those staples and waxing everything and then adding the chicken wire and everything. Yeah, it took me pretty much all day. After that, I am just taking these 1-gallon paint stir sticks and I'm just measuring them to fit all around the top of those 2 lanterns. And I'm just using my miter shears here. Now, these miter shears, sometimes they will cut all the way through the first time, and sometimes I just kind of had to keep working at it to get them to cut all the way through. But I was just being lazy. If you have a miter saw or a big saw, you could go out and cut them yourselves. But like I said, this was taking me all day, and by this time I did this, I was not wanting to do any extra steps because I was getting pretty tired. So I'm just taking some more antique wax and waxing all of the paint stir sticks and then wiping off the excess. And then once those are all done and dry, I am just going to use my wood glue and hot glue again and adhere them to the top of the lanterns. And then after those were all glued on, I'm going to use some of that rope and hot glue them to the sides, and that's all there was for this one. I did not end up putting any bottoms on. I know the inspiration piece have a bottom, but if you wanted to add a bottom to them, you could absolutely do that as well. So there they are. I think they are really cute. I've been wanting to make these actually for a while, and when I saw this challenge, I was really excited and knew I could make these. So their cost on theirs was $84. Mine was about $12. Huge difference. So today's challenge is the Look for Less challenge. It is hosted by the Latina Next Door. If you don't know who she is, which I highly doubt, she is an amazing crafter. So make sure you check out her channel and make sure you check out the videos in the playlist to see what everybody has come up with. But this challenge is basically we take items from high-end stores and recreate them for much less. So here is DIY or inspiration number 2. So for this inspiration piece, I am going to use some more chicken wire. I am going to use this decal that I created on my Cricut. I'm going to use one of these little bamboo sticks from Amazon, my chicken from Dollar Tree, this 11 by 14 canvas from Walmart, and then my Waverly Chalk paints in the color white, crimson, steel, silver lining, and I also use ink and then my antique wax as well. So I'm going to start off by taking the hanger off of that chicken, and then I'm going to paint it with my white chalk paint. While that was drying, I, just like the first DIY, I went around and removed all the staples, and I have to tell you, this canvas from Walmart, it was much easier removing the staples than the ones from Dollar Trees. I don't know why. But anyways, once that was done, I did the same thing. I just went around with my wax, brushed it on, and then wiped it off with the baby wipe. And once I was done with that, I also did the same thing on this stick that I got from Amazon. And then I went ahead and just attached the chicken wire. I go around and I staple the corners, and then I go around and staple the sides, making sure I pull tight so that way it is taut. And then once I have it all stapled on there, I am going to start painting. No, I'm not going to paint my chicken. I'm going to do this first. I took this bamboo stick and I am just going to miter the edges so that they are angled, and I'm cutting them down to fit. And then I'm going to use the piece that I cut down to just kind of cut down the other 4 pieces that I'm going to need, or other 3 pieces that I'm going to need, because I'm going to use 4 altogether. And then once I had those all cut down, I'm just going to use some hot glue to glue them all in place. After that, I'm going to do my painting. Now I'm using the steel by Waverly here, and then I'm going to use silver lining and ink. And I've got the picture up on my laptop next to me, and I'm just kind of trying to shadow like they did on the inspiration piece. Now this rooster is different than the rooster in the inspiration piece, so it was a little harder, but I just kept kind of playing around with these colors until I got it looking the way I thought resembled the inspiration piece. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. My name is Brenda, and I am so happy you stopped by today. If you like home decor on a budget, thrift flips, holiday decor, gift ideas, then I'd invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our growing YouTube family. And then make sure you hit that notification bell to notify you whenever I upload a video. My normal upload times are Monday at 5 p.m. And then I usually will have be participating in some kind of challenge throughout the week as well. And if you like today's video, make sure you all give me that thumbs up and comment, because that really helps my channel grow. It lets YouTube know that you like my content, and it will push it out even more. So here I'm just coloring in the top part, the comb of the rooster, with my ink. And then I don't remember, what do they call the thing that hangs underneath their beaks? I don't remember, but I'm painting that red too. If I had my niece here, she would tell me. She knows everything about chickens. And then there I just painted an eye, and like I said, I was just going around just kind of looking at the picture and trying to make it look as similar as I could, and I just kept playing around with it. This was probably the hardest part, the eye and the face, to try to make it look real, but I just kept kind of playing with it. I do color in the eye a little bit more and add a little shadowing to it. And then I'm going to color this all red, but I just didn't like the way it looked. It looked too cartoonish to me. So I do end up painting the beak white, and then I end up kind of shadowing it with some yellow and black, I believe. But you just paint. I'm not an artist, so if you're not an artist, don't feel like you can't do this. I just kept playing around until I got it to look the way I liked it. And then once it was done, I'm just taking my decal here and I am just burnishing it and putting it on top of my rooster. And then after that, I'm just going to take some wire. This wire came off the chicken wire, and I'm just putting it through the hole where those hangers were on that rooster, and I'm just attaching it to the chicken wire. Super, super easy. And then I am going to take some Mod Podge and go all over that because it is metal. I wanted to make sure the paint doesn't come off. And then once that was done, I was finished, and there it is. I think it looks really adorable. My piece is just a little bit smaller than the inspiration piece, but really theirs was $90. I paid about $4.50 for mine. Huge difference. I think I could handle it being a little smaller for that price. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find my links to my social media accounts as well as accounts that I'm affiliated with in my link tree in the description box below. And now it's time for celebration of your recreations. And I just want to say you did such a beautiful job, Sandra. I just loved her smashed can DIY that she did. It is so cute. And if you have a recreation that you would like to share with me, make sure you send me an email with a picture of it, and my email address is in the description box below, and I'd be happy to share it as well. Here's inspiration piece number 3. So for this inspiration, I'm going to use these baskets that I got from Dollar Tree. I am going to use this spray paint that I thought was rust color, and when I painted it, I realized it was desert rose gold, but it still comes out pretty. Then I use my Waverly Chalk paint in the color elephant and white, another decal that I created here, and then I'm going to use these long signs from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start this project by taking out these baskets and spray painting them with my spray paint there. Then I came in and I removed the hangers from the back. They were stapled in, so once I got the staples removed, I just did a little sandings to help cover those holes. Then I removed that pumpkin and saved it for this fall, and then I went ahead and I am taking off this paper on just around the sides. It hung over the ends, and I did not want you to be able to see it, so I'm just kind of removing all of those pieces there. Then I'm using some jumbo craft sticks from Walmart, and I'm using my wood glue and hot glue, and I am just attaching those two pictures together with those craft sticks. Then I turned it around and I painted that front with my white, and now I'm just using a chip brush and my elephant chalk paint and just doing some streaks, because in the inspiration piece it had streaks, but it was a little too thick in some areas, so I took another chip brush and my white and just kind of went over it to help soften those lines. And then once those were all done, I am just going to add my decal. And I don't know why I cut these up, so I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, guys, but it worked out. So I'm just here, I'm measuring where I'm going to lay my saying, and I'm just burnishing it on. And then I'm going to add the leaves and the lines, and it was pretty easy. Honestly, this came on really easy for me. I was pretty amazed. Usually I have a problem with my vinyl, but it worked out really well this time. And once I have this leaf on, I'm going to put those other lines on, and then I'm just going to add the basket. And it's super easy, guys. This was a very easy project if you have a Cricut. If you don't, you could always use stickers from Dollar Tree. Yeah, you could definitely use stickers from Dollar Tree. You could use the yard sale stickers to make the words, and you could use, they have the rub-on transfers you could use. So here I'm just taking some faux leather ribbon I got from Dollar Tree last year. Now if you don't have any of these, you can find, I'm pretty sure you can find some at Hobby Lobby, or you could buy the big strips at Dollar Tree that they have right now and cut them down. But I just cut them all down to small sizes, and then I'm just hot gluing them together. I'm putting 2 on a basket. Now when I painted the baskets, I did take 4 tacks out there and spray painted them the same color, and then I'm just going to push those tacks through the faux leather and then push them through the side. Now you can just be really careful that you don't bend your tacks, because they go through, but it's a little hard pushing them through, but they will go through. They do go all the way through the board, so I did turn them around and put some hot glue over the tacks that went through. That way you don't get poked. And then once I'm done with this, I'm done. But if you want to use a hanger on them, I was going to, but I didn't have any screws that were short enough. So, and we were getting ready for a trip, so I will probably be doing that at another time. But there it is. But you could just definitely put a hanger on the back and then cover up the back with shipping paper. You have to let me know what you think of this. I think it came out really looking cute. Those are some faux fruits there and some greenery, and I just think it is adorable. And the inspiration piece was, I think, $52.50. My cost $5. Huge difference. Huge. I just love it though. You have to let me know what you think of today's projects and which one was your favorite one, and if you think you'll be trying any of them. And again, if you're new here and haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, become part of our family, and then make sure you guys all give me that thumbs up and comment. That helps my channel. And then make sure you check out the host and the playlist and send them some love as well. And I will be back again on Monday with another video. So until then, you all have a blessed week and weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.